Hey guys, so I want to make a quick video on my pregnancy and how it's been so far. I feel like on social media the majority of women paint pregnancy to be the most beautiful thing in the world, which it is, but I mean most of us know that it's not all sunshines and rainbows the whole time. So I thought I would talk about how my experience has been this time around. When I was pregnant with Nolan, I had a pretty easy pregnancy. I didn't have any morning sickness at all. I was really lucky. I mean, I continued eating everything that I normally ate and all that. This time around, I've had a totally different experience. I was really sick the first 14 weeks of being pregnant. Basically, all the way through the first trimester, I was nauseous all day from morning to night. So now I can understand those women that get pregnant and they're like, this is it, I'm one and done, I'm never getting pregnant again, because feeling sick just constantly every day is one of the most miserable feelings in the world, even when you know it's for a good cause. But it's just hard when you can't look at food or anything. I found out I was pregnant on June 21st. My husband had been telling me that he thought I was pregnant, and he kept joking with me, you're pregnant, and I was like, no. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you know that I was on my whole fitness kick and eating really healthy and everything, and we had talked about having another baby and wanted to try having a girl together, but I wasn't expecting to be pregnant right now. When I was, I wanted to get in really good shape first. And so I was a little caught by surprise when he was telling me I was pregnant. I was like, no. And then he ended up getting me a pregnancy test. I think it was like on the day after Father's Day, and I was like, I went in the bathroom, I was ready to prove him wrong. I was ready to come out and be like, haha, told ya. But I went in there and I took it, and yeah, it it was pretty clear I was pregnant. So it was a little bit of a shock, but I mean, not really. But I just wasn't expecting it to happen right at that moment. So I actually, because I was so sick this time around, I found out I was pregnant really early on. I took the test, and then like a week after, I'd made a doctor's appointment, and we went in, and the first doctor's appointment was a total disaster. I was expecting, I don't know, to have that cute situation, a cute experience together. We had Nolan with us, and Michael took a picture of him and Nolan sitting in the waiting room, and he posted on Facebook and said, oh, waiting for good news. And then we went in the room and they did an ultrasound, and they found nothing. I think it was just like a little tiny black hole, and she said she didn't see anything. She didn't see anything in there at all, or a heartbeat, or there was nothing to be seen. So I would say that's probably one of the worst news you can get when you find out you're pregnant and then go into the doctor. It's not what you're expecting to hear. You're expecting to go out happy and with a picture and everything. So of course, I was fearing the worst, and then I started Googling, and just don't ever do that anytime anything goes wrong, because all this stuff came up, and so I was thinking of all the worst case scenarios. So we had to go get an ultrasound somewhere else, which they said the same thing. They didn't see anything in there, and they did say it could be the very early beginning of a pregnancy, and it's just not showing. But based on when my last period was, I should have been 10 weeks already, so they should have basically seen like little baby in there already. They definitely should have not seen anything. So I was really upset and worried, and I wanted to talk about this just because if any of you guys have gone through this, or any other women are going through this currently, we a lot of times just jump to the worst case scenario, worrying, okay, did I have a miscarriage, or is something wrong? Did the baby not develop, or whatever? I was really upset. But I ended up, they had me do a blood test like within 3 days of each other, to check to see if my hormone levels were going up, and they were. And I was still feeling super sick, so I mean, that was a pretty good sign. And everything ended up being fine. I just ended up being way earlier than I guess like I should have been, or that we thought I was. But yeah, then my next doctor's appointment was 6 weeks after that, and we did an ultrasound, and you saw a little heartbeat in there and everything. So that was a great feeling. But I wanted to wait to talk about or to announce that I was pregnant after that first experience, just because I was worried and I didn't want to tell everyone and then something to be wrong or, you know, whatever. So I waited a while, but then it started to be like we had planned to post something or announce something, and time was going by and it had been so long. I'm already 16 weeks, so pretty soon we'll find out what the baby is, like in 2 or 3 weeks. So I was like, man, we need to post something because this is starting to look weird, like I'm hiding from everyone that I'm pregnant, which I definitely wasn't hiding it. But yeah, so that's been my experience so far. As far as like my eating and working out, which I was like doing really strict regimen there for a while, and then once I got pregnant, just that all went out the window. I was too sick, way too sick to work out. I've just started working out again now that I'm feeling better. I couldn't drink coffee for the entire first 14 weeks at all, because it made me nauseous. I really couldn't eat pretty much anything. For some reason, I kept wanting to eat Mexican food, which is really weird. It was like the only thing that didn't make me feel sick. Random, I know, but yeah. But yeah, I was really sick and I couldn't even look at food. So I had to put working out on hold. I had to put eating healthy on hold because literally just looking at food made me feel sick, or just even thinking about food made me feel sick. So yeah, but thank God I'm finally feeling better. So now I can kind of get back to it and hopefully have a fit pregnancy this time, not just be laying around like I have been up until this point since I haven't been feeling good. But yeah, so that's what's happening with me so far, and I haven't decided yet if I want to do like a big deal to do, you know, like make a big deal of a gender reveal and all that and do a big thing. I was kind of thinking about going and doing the 3D 4D thing and letting all the kids come, and then maybe recording that and putting that on my channel, so we can find out if there's a boy or a girl. And Michael and Lexie have a bet going on. So Lexie does not want this baby to be a girl. I think that she wants to be her dad's only girl. So if it is a girl, it's gonna take a little while for her to adjust to that. She has a really close relationship with Nolan, and she loves him so much and takes good care of him. She's such a good big sister. But if this is a girl, that will be an adjustment for her. So anyway, they have a bet going that Michael thinks it's a girl and Lexie thinks it's a boy. So she told her dad if her dad's wrong, then you know, he has to get a tattoo, any tattoo that she wants. So we're sitting here thinking, you know, I mean, you tell an 11-year-old, I'll get any tattoo you want me to get. You're thinking they're gonna come up with something dumb, like, I don't know, a heart, a butterfly, ice cream cone, chicken nugget, something random. And she's like, okay, well, if it's a boy, then you have to get my face tattooed on your leg. And we're like, what the heck? So funny. So, yeah, that will be another interesting YouTube video. If this is a boy, then her dad has to go and get her a portrait of her on his thigh, his other thigh. So yeah. If you guys have any ideas of what you think I should do, if you think I should have a gender reveal or what you think I should do, leave them below. I've really been thinking about it, but I'm just not sure, and I've looked at a bunch of different ideas. So if you guys have anything unique or that you think would be fun for me to do, or that I can post on my channel to reveal if it's a boy or girl, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.